Hey guys, it's Brian, and today I present to you one of my all-time favorite Hunter ceiling fans from my childhood. This is a 52-inch Hunter Whisperwind 2000 ceiling fan from the third quarter of 1999. It's polished brass, it has reversible blades, the other side is a lighter wood color, this is the dark wood color. I prefer this a little bit more with the polished brass. It is missing the original switch cap, much to my dismay. But then again, it did have a light kit on it. It was that antique brass light kit that's up there. I don't know why anybody thought that was a good idea to put antique brass with polished brass, but whatever. Anyway, I remember when these fans first came out, they were a pretty big deal. It was supposed to be released during the Millennium era, but it came out in 1999 to celebrate the Millennium and also to introduce Hunter's AirMax motor. And I believe this was the very first ceiling fan to use the AirMax motor. And for those of you who don't know the AirMax motors, they're pretty good motors. I have a couple of Hunter fans that have AirMax motors, and honestly, they're really good performers, especially this one. These fans move a ton of air. They were always really cool looking to me. I just like how kind of contemporary and yet somewhat traditional they are. The new blade design for that year I thought was really cool. Yeah, it's just a great fan. These are really good solid air movers. And this one's in mint condition too. It's a little bit dirty, but you know, no big deal. There's the Hunter tag on the side there. The first time I saw one of these when I was a kid was actually in my best friend's house. And still to this day, his parents still own that house, and they have two of them upstairs. They put them up when they were brand new. I still remember when his dad was installing them upstairs. They have a white one, and they have, I believe, either an antique brass or a polished brass one in the master bedroom. And to this day, for all I know, they're still up there. Mind you, I haven't been to that part of the house in years, ever since we were kids, because we used to play up there. But that was the first time I ever saw one of these in real life installed. And I also remember my ex-girlfriend, her parents had one of these in their living room, and it was actually polished brass, but it had different blade badges on it, so that makes me think it was a later model. I'm not entirely sure when either one of these blade badges was debuted, if they're specific to a certain year or whatever, but this is one of the examples of blade badges on the Whisperwind 2000 fans. So anyway, enough talk, let's go ahead and fire it up. It's absolutely silent. Definitely moving a good breeze on low. It's got a nice aesthetic low too. It's not too fast. There's medium. Moving a pretty strong breeze on medium. And no wobble. And high. Definitely kicking out a good amount of air on high. It does have a wobble to it. I think one of the blades is a little bit out of whack, but I'll go ahead and fix that after the video. Really, the wobble isn't all that bad. But this is definitely a solid air mover of a fan. I'm really happy I got this. I actually picked this up from I believe it was a Facebook Marketplace listing out in Toledo, Ohio. And a fellow fan collector picked it up for me. I messaged him when I saw it, and then I went out there to get it, and I'm really happy to have this fan. I've been looking for one of these for years. Let's go ahead and shut it off. One of the cool things about this fan, although it is somewhat of a pain in the ass to install, is that the hub where the blade's attached to, when you put the fan together initially, that hub actually comes off of the motor. And what you're supposed to do is attach the blades to the ring or hub or whatever you want to call that, and then attach that to the motor. So it's basically got all 5 blades attached to that ring, and then you just attach that to the motor. And it's supposed to be easy, but because I'm used to putting each blade on one by one, I didn't do it that way when I first installed it. And honestly, if I had thought back, I probably would have, but it was more of a pain in the ass than it was worth for me. So, but you know, just another different sort of blade mounting system that Hunter came up with. It's got great bearings in the motor too. At the present time, I do not have plans to install this in the house, as all of my ceiling fan spots are full in the house, and it doesn't exactly go with any of my decor. So this will probably go back in storage. I'll leave it up here in the garage for a little while just to enjoy it, but for right now it's just going to be put in storage or hung in the garage just to enjoy it. So anyway, that's my 52-inch Hunter Whisperwind 2000 ceiling fan. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Keep watching, more videos to come.